Happy Tuesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to a phenomenal outer experience. For now, 10 minutes of our day, we do it together. My name's Lisa Puerto, Super Agent. Make sure you connect and build with me on all social media at LA Super Agent on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And shout out to our radio podcast listeners. We are available on the radio podcast. If you're new to me, keyword Ready Set Real Estate or LA Super Agent, and the show or channel pops up, make sure you like it and hit the notifications. That way you don't miss any new episodes. All right, before we jump into today's message, let's take a couple deep breaths. Move around the energy, release whatever tension we've been carrying, and follow me. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Woo. How you feeling, lovies? Good? All right. Well, welcome. Welcome all. Welcome all. Come all. Come one. Come all. We're continuing our series from Dean Del Sesto's Shift Your Thinking 200 Ways to Improve Our Life, because we're doing it together. And if you're new to me, say hi, say hello, drop a comment down below. I'm calling episode, this by the way, there's 200 ways in this book, which means we'll have 200 completed episodes as part of this bonus series on my show, Ready, Set, Real Estate. It's on the channel. And we are in episode 105, yo. We're committed. 105. This section I'm calling People Are a Canvas. Easy. The author says people are literally a canvas we can paint with our behavior. People are a canvas we can paint with our behavior. Let's find out what he's talking about. He says, whoever said you can't change a person is the person who could stand a change. He says, ever notice that what comes from people during our interactions with them is largely linked to what we draw out of them, good or bad? This is owning up responsibility to what you bring out of people, those triggers. If you're a person that pushes buttons, are you pushing buttons? Drop down in the comments below, pushing buttons. He says it may not be that we change them permanently, but for that exchange, interaction, or conversation, we have the capacity to bring out both beauty in people and things that are not so beautiful. He says, I know I've hurt those who are close to me in horrific ways. And if I take a moment to recount those events and the hurt I caused, he says, I can see their faces and their hurt as if it were yesterday. Sad face. He says, I should know. I painted on their canvas with either my betrayal, my hurtful words, or my harmful actions. You know, it is interesting. It is interesting when I think about that, because I did remove myself from a past relationship that was toxic, and it wasn't healthy. Why? Because I was a common denominator in that. I was a common denominator in that relationship. So if I'm creating triggers, then I removed myself so that I don't continue this toxic and this toxicity. So this resonates. I get it. And it's nice to be able to reflect and not be in that space or place anymore. Yeah. The author says, not that I'm at a total lost cause, as I've learned from those experiences, just like I shared. He says, through that learning, I've also painted some pretty good pictures. And today I'm committed. Drop in the comment below. I'm committed to using the art of me to paint more good interactions and memories than bad. What are you committed to painting in people? Because they are truly exemplifying you. It's one of the profound sayings that, you know, in like image, you know, when you're created in, you know, spiritual principles, biblical texts, and different, depending what your faith base is, it's always created in image. So if you are created in image, so are your brothers and sisters, you know, those that are connecting with you on the spiritual journey, right? We're all spiritual beings having this human experience. So if we're having this human experience, What are we doing to one another? What are we painting for one another? What are we creating for one another? What are we exemplifying for one another? He says it's not great. He said it's no great revelation that the interactions we have with others are cause and effect, but it's commonplace to emotionally disconnect from what we're causing or not causing during exchanges. He said the mindset becomes resigned to thinking people just are what they are. And that's not true. We're talking about conditioned behaviors, learned behaviors. When you look at children, children are exemplifying what they model and what they see. Yes, they have their own talents and gifts and their accumulated knowledge base. However, for the most part, we're talking about learned behaviors, even from mirroring a smile. This is them learning. They're mirroring smiles. They're mirroring back to you. Think about this. He says, or in the metaphor, paint into them with my actions. He says, we all want the best from others, but often underestimate our capacity. Repeat after me, my capacity to bring out. Repeat after me, my capacity to bring out. What are you bringing out in other people? The best or the worst in them? Consider that people are simply who you are for them. Through our own art form, he says, we can facilitate people's anger into happiness, sadness into laughter, complacency into action, and cynicism into optimism. He says, of course, it's not our responsibility to do so. It's just our opportunity. I love the word opportunity. Drop opportunity in the comments below. I love that word opportunity because it makes me feel like there's infinite possibilities. All right, let's get ready to wrap this up. He says, there's no shortage of need and an endless supply of paint. Your paint. All right, people, I leave this with you. See, this was short and sweet today. Nice short and sweet segment. CTA for today. CTA for today is, and that means call to action. Again, I don't expect you to jump on in here with me and have this feel-good exercise and reading and you not apply it to your life. You know what I like to say, knowledge is power. However, application is wisdom. So this is about personal growth and transformation. So today, identify what are you painting in someone else? What behavior will you paint and draw out of someone else? I had a phenomenal presentation tonight for the Black Billionaires Club where I did a presentation on USTA behaviors, and tonight was a great example of drawing out the best in people, moving them from stagnation to action. So I invite you to draw out something in someone, and what will that be? That's up to you. All right, love you, love you, love you, and I'll see you tomorrow on Shift Your Thinking Daily. See ya.